Okay, we're gonna start. What kind of accommodation do you live in?
Currently, I live in an apartment in a building. It's a small building near West Lake in Hanoi, which is the capital of Vietnam. And the services for this building is not quite good because we are not in the center of the city. So, but we have a really beautiful view from my apartment. And we have 4 rooms in my flat. They are living room, bedroom, kitchen, and we have a big balcony to enjoy the view. We live here we have lived here for several years, and I really love this my house.
Very good. Do you like sports?
Actually, I'm not a big fan of the sport because I don't wanna do the exercise or watch the sport match on TV. But following my my daughters and my boys, my daughters and my sons, practice for their health. I choose after giving birth, I played a ballet fit to lose weight and to have a good shape, and I have a PT personal trainer, and we follow her to have the good we have some quite simple movement, but they are very disciplined to give me the good exercise. I mean the good exercise to have a shape to lose weight too.
Okay. How do you usually travel to work or university?
I usually go to work by motorbike because my house quite close to my school. I work in the kindergarten school, and every morning I go to work with my son on my motorbike, and I bought the motorbike 10 years ago, but now it still run very well, and I send it to the station to recover it every year, and with the motorbike, it's even convenient to run in the bustling city, especially Hanoi, because it can run in the narrow street, and it can it's convenient for me to go to the market to buy something, and we can go home, and it's not complicated to take it to, and it can run very fast, and I think I can I can use it until next year because the government have the new rule for the petrol vehicle, and we must change to the electrical transportation.
Okay, very good. What is your favorite color and why?
I am a big fan of black and white because they are very simple and they can symbol for my, they can express my character, and I don't have to decide too much or think too much about the decision for the clothes every day because just the black and white, and we can I can use the casual clothes for the meeting outside, or we can have a formal clothes for the to go to work or have a meet with the parents and the customers. And by the way, it's easy for me to buy clothes, black and white clothes in the market because they are popular clothes for me, and they can fit me. Sometimes the black and white can take advantages from me to hide the weakness in my body, and then black and white can help me have a clear view for the day when I have nothing to. It's hard for me to give a decision. So black and white is a simple is the best.
Okay, I'm going to give you part two cue card now. You know how that works, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, it is your topic. I'm sending it to you now. Just tell me if you got it. It should be a memorable event from your childhood. Do you have it?
Try. Yeah.
Okay, you have 1 minute to prepare, okay? And then I'm gonna have you speak. Okay. Okay, you can start.
Yeah. One memory in my childhood. There was unforgettable memories in my childhood when my father brought me a book, a science book for the first time. When I was binge in this science book, I felt it's really interested, and I feel excited to discover everything I didn't know about my world at that time, because we lived in the countryside, and there was no internet or no the TV channel at that time. So the science book, the first time my father gave to me, is this the milestone in my childhood. and I really remember it the first time I have it. And when I was a child, my parents encouraged me to read books, lots of books in my free time. So thanks to him, from the first time, the first memories that I became the bookworm, and currently my daughter and my son follow in my steps. So from that time, during to my childhood, I read a lot of kinds of books, and therefore I had dreams to be author in the future. And now, currently, I actually got a big corner for my habit, and that pastime has been a cherished tradition in our family for years, and I think the unforgettable memories in my childhood can help me a lot in the future.
Okay, well done. Ask you a few more part 3 type questions here. Okay, how important is childhood in a person's development? So a person's childhood, how important is that in like long-term development of the person?
I think the childhood will be the important part in our awareness. From we can wake up the memories in our brain, and we can maintain it to the future. For example, when the childhood we can reach to have a good experience, and we can have a good event, and they can help us to be good person in the future. Or sometimes I heard some cases that the bad memories in the childhood can affect children for the future. They can have a hurt in their mind, in their brain, and they can have some disaster like a psychology when they grown up. And they sometimes lots of crime have the bad behavior because they have a hurt in their mind when they got it in the childhood. And then I think the childhood can have a good or bad effects for the children when they grown up. So that's why the childhood will be the important part in the person development. It depends on their parents, their education from the school, the teacher, or their friends in the past. And some billing. Now we have a new rules. Some country have a new rules that when a student have the billy behavior in the past, they can be denied for the job in the future, or when they do something bad in the childhood, in the school, in the childhood, they can have a bad. The information we receive for the portfolio for the job in the future, or affect their career. So the childhood will be important, not the bad they can, but also the good affect the effectives for students, for the children in the future, when they have a long time enough to practice some skills or some aspects, their aspects for the future. They can have a more time than the others to enjoy their life, their habit. For example, when the pianist have a long time in the childhood to practice piano, or the young scientists have more resources from the book, from the channel, from the experiment, the course they join in the childhood. They can lead them, they can guide them in the future to have a right decision for their job of their career. Or
Let me ask you the next question. Let me
yeah,
ask you another one.
yeah.
What role do parents
Yeah.
play in creating good childhood memories? What I'll say it again. What role do parents play in creating positive childhood
Yeah,
memories?
yeah.
Okay.
Got it. During the positive childhood, the parents are the first teachers for children at home, because the parents can have a more time with children when, and from the zero to children from the first, from the when they was born until 8 years old, this is time for children to create their character in for the grown up. I mean, parents have the biggest effectives for children when their childhood. I mean, they can decide the children will be grown up or I have many things to say, but I can't say it.
Don't worry. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask you one
Yeah.
more last question for part 3. Should schools organize more outdoor activities for children?
Absolutely yes, because currently in the city, in the rural, and the urban city, we don't have the big space enough for children to do the exercise or to have outdoor activities. Because, for example, some school, they don't have even the schoolyard, only the building, and they do all of the activities, even the exercise indoor. So the children need the outdoor activities, need a space to practice, to grow by physical, not only the knowledge or the lesson in school, in classroom. So beside the knowledge in the book, students need the space to grow up with the physical education, and they can discover the natural outside, not only the knowledge from the book. They can discover by themselves, and have the interesting for the outside, have a curiosity, have a encouragement to discover. So I think school need more outside lesson for students.
Okay. You're finished. Nicely done.
Yeah, finish.
Yeah, well done. I'll give you just some quick feedback. I've written up all the feedback. I just got to edit and everything. So yours is kind of similar to what I said to Magnet. Like you have you're at this point in your English where your foundation's really good, but if it's a graph, it's kind of going up. Like now you're at the hard part where it's just a lot of practice. So it's extra reading. It's extra vocab building. I was just thinking of it now, like an analogy. It's almost like when you watch your children grow from the age of like 1 to 4, it's really quick, and you notice a lot of changes. Yeah. Then from 4 to 8, it starts slowing down. If you were to compare your IELTS, you're almost like 17, 18 years old. So from 17, 18, there are still changes, but they're not just as noticeable. But from 17 to 30, you will see like it's a longer time and there's slower changes, but there are definite changes. You know, does that make sense? Maybe it's a terrible analogy. It's like for Chung Ain and Hai Min, they have things in their IELTS that they need to improve that will help them quickly. I can improve their band scores fast because they are missing certain things in the IELTS, and they actually have pretty good speaking skills. They just don't have the right strategies. For them, it's a little bit easier. For you guys, it's harder because it makes my job harder, and it's more work for you also. Yeah, I mean, I've known you for years, but you can see like your English has kind of got to the point where